Hey YouTubers, back with another little tutorial. Painted this little shark up. This is a pretty quick one. It's going to be a pretty simple tutorial. I'm a little bit sick, so don't mind the way I look right now. But I wanted to make sure I got a tutorial on for you guys, but I'm not going to be real talkative. So let's roll on with the footage. Alrighty, as you can see, I have cut out my shark outline and I failed to cut the teeth out, so I want to use this. We're not going to fill in this whole jawline anyway just yet. You notice I didn't cut out this bottom section because we're going to do a little more with that out. Going to start out using the Bloodline Expired Blue. That's kind of the color right there. We're going to run that around. We're going to come in here. We're going to go over that mouth into these teeth. We're not going to give not even a little bit of a care about overspray. Don't mind if you can see that I had been drawing on this. This is just a little test piece, so we're not going to do anything crazy with it. We're going to put some blue up there. Going to use our good friend, the stippling technique. You guys seen this before, so most of you should have, but you know, it's where you turn the pressure down, and when you spray it, it does like that. This is a darker blue. It's the code blue, actually, from, well, it's a little bit of code blue mixed up with some of that expired blue. A little bit up in here. Throw a little bit. Where it's spraying, we're gonna get a little bit of edging right off that fin there. Come across that bottom. Come across here, we're gonna draw a line following that mouth. A little bit of that around the edge. Like I said, don't even start to worry about the overspray. Don't worry about how ugly it is. Don't worry about any of those things at all. A little bit more blue there. I have added a little bit of violet to that color. We're going to put some violet in, violet shade and tones in across the top. Definitely going to have some violet tones in here on the head. A little bit in there, and definitely on that fin. I'll go ahead and just put that in there. That fin is going to be, want that blue on the bottom to show just a little bit. We'll be going darker than this. This will allow us to be able to watch as we go. Don't worry about it looking funny, guys. Put a little bit of violet there. A little bit more. Okay, now we got to find our eye location. I've mixed up a almost black mix. It's blue, regular cobalt blue mixed with black. Need to find our eye, which in this particular case is right here. We use this shield just to we're going to be adding white, so don't have to be too mission critical. Leaving stuff out. There's a spot, nostril, comes out here, and it splits. There can be a line right here where that blue first was put there. We're going to come over and we're going to start want this edge kind of rough. We're going to follow this line around the jaw. We want to put our fins in. So you got a fin there. Make a nice sharp line. And then from there just come up and blend it out. Same thing on the bottom. Gonna do that. Put another one in. I'm going to use this rough edge on this stencil, but we're going to spray real light up against it. Now I'm going to move it around. I'm going to let that line continue through now. Should be. And then accentuate that line there. Just want a hint of that bottom showing. And then we're going to start bringing that up. Over here, we want some shadowing going on. That's a little bit too, you don't want that. You want that to blend out gently. And you want to put some gentle down here. Let's see, we're gonna tighten that up just a little bit. Off of the mouth, you want to shade it. Don't worry about how ugly things look around it right now. Okay. Same thing, we're going to get that black in there. I'm going to use this shield to come off here because your black is all going to blend, and then we're going into that gill. And this gill should be darkest, or fin rather. Should be darkest like that. A little. We're going to put some shadows in. I'm going to put some darks in here. And we'll bring that purple down all the way down, and then we're going to put another, or that black down. And we're going to put another shadow. I'm going to add some, I don't know what that's called, I just know it's supposed to be there. Just put that dark spot right there. We're going to put a couple little ones. Little rough spots. Give it some texture. We're going to come in here. I'm going to use a shield, my little homemade shield, and I'm going to create some dots in here. Then I'm going to come off that edge and give it a little, like a big scar, something in there. A little bit. We're going to turn that down. We're going to do a little bit more stippling effect in here. We're going to blend with our stippling. I want this to blend in. It should be the darkest right there. Alright, I think I'm going to have those shadows come up further up here. We can go a little extra with that because I'm going to bring in white for some of that shading. And that fin, I want it to start to blend out, but we'll work more on that shortly. Alright, now we're going to look at the picture and see what it needs. Definitely under here, I'm going to use my dark mix and I'm going to blend off the bottom. We'll start blending into it. Helps give it that rounded effect. Now we got to put the bottom part of this jaw in. Remember, this jaw is not complete. So what I'm going to do is use my X-Acto knife and I'm going to start filling in. And these teeth here, will be in the background. Then I'm going to blend in on top of them. I'll start filling in. And it's going to look a little off on the color until I start filling in that background, but don't worry about that just yet. I would like to put a couple, maybe a little couple scars around his mouth. Got a little darkest mix here. Gonna accentuate in these fins. Make them kind of fade away a little bit. My shadow is not consistent all the way to the top, so we're gonna okay, now I've got a white, well, actually a really light gray mix. We're gonna put an eyeball in there. All right, now on the bottom side, because there's light coming from the top, the bottom side of this hole right here. And the same thing with these dots. You would have little highlights, and these would appear on the upper side because these are protrusions. And I want to turn it down to stipple a little bit because, you know, it'd be crazy to have to do a little bit more with the stippling. I come over that top of this edge with that stippling effect. Don't worry about getting it on the background. Just on the very edge of it. And I want to do just a little bit when I come down with these rays of light. Keeps that sterile look off of it. And then I'm going to say the light's hitting it right here. And we're going to turn it back up, and we're going to start to do some blending. Where the gills are coming in, put a little white into that. Blend that out just a little bit more. And our highlights here. You might have to practice getting those the way you want them a little bit. But just a really cool, easy, light effect. Want to run a little line around here, just real light. And then the edges of the back side of this gill would be highlighted. And don't worry that it's kind of all these edges being rough. We're going to fix that in just a couple of moments. And we're going to come over here in front of that nostril, or behind that nostril, and we're going to put a little highlight there, and then we're going to blend out Then we're going to come over here in front of it, blend out, but we're not going to go all the way into it. Down here, we're going to accentuate that high spot. Okay, now we'll get some cleanup done. We're coming back with our original stencil piece. Make sure we lay it on there, and we are going to clean up all of the overspray that we got on the background. All right, guys, I hope you appreciated it and got something out of it. Hey, did you check out my cool little magnets I got for Christmas? Yeah, I know. What's that you say? It's only like, what, December 3rd? And I already got a Christmas present? Yeah, my wife can't ever keep stuff from me. But anyway, it's good to be the king. But I hope you guys got something out of the tutorial. If you did, as always, please hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and downvote me, and that's cool too. But, you know, if you really like the video, maybe you should consider subscribing and hit that notification bell. But anyway, I'm Bill Kennedy with W. Leon Artistry. You guys have a great day. Bye.